Hey guys, Flabaliki here today and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon 3. This is a little bit different this episode. It's also a little bit shorter and I will explain more to that as to why that is in just a moment. Obviously you can see that it is sped up and that I am in the process of building a city like I said I was going to do. Now I was going to do this all off camera, but I decided to record it. I thought that'd be a bit of fun. Let's record the construction and speed it up. And I was like, yeah. That sounds like a great idea. And I had a lot of fun doing it. It took about 45 minutes or so, and I've sped it up into about 15 or a little bit less. So you can just sit here and chill out and watch it if you want. Or, you don't have to. You can bugger off and do something else. But either way, if you choose to watch this, just be warned that this is all completely useless because at the end of this, my game crashed and I just got so pissed that I didn't want to redo it. I will be redoing this. I will try and, I will probably do another episode of Rollercoaster Tycoon 3 tomorrow, like a full-on proper episode building rides, coasters, and I will actually ride the splitting coaster as well, because now the city will be built up. Anyways, I will rebuild the city before the next episode, but yeah, it just made me so mad. I was just like, oh, the number of swears flying out of my mouth when the game crashed. It's just because building in Rollercoaster Tycoon 3 is so frustrating. It is so unintuitive the way you have to build in this game that when it crashed, I just lost it. I just lost it. I mean, not that much. I mean, I was just frustrated because it meant that because I was going to record the episode directly after this, and build some rides, and I was like, well, it's currently it is like 1:15 in the morning, and I really don't feel like building it right now. But anyways, I'll reconstruct this tomorrow, and it'll probably be more or less the same. But I'll recap anything in the actual episode for I guess changes and fixes here and there. But yeah, so I won't show the reconstruction, but I thought I'd show this footage because I got it all, and it's here for you to see and enjoy. But anyways, I think that the city turned out actually really well. Like, I was really happy with it. I was putting the finishing touches on it, and I thought it was really good. So yeah, I'm just going through. I'm just trying to figure out how to build at this point in time. I didn't know the best way to do it. First of all, I messed up because I mean, what I was doing, you saw a little bit of, like, I'd save the structure and then copy and paste it upward. But I kind of messed it up a little bit in this section. So I ended up building parts of this manually, as you can see now, like I'm trying to do. And I believe I actually remove this section of the building and rebuild it because I was like, no, that's dumb. And then I fix it up and I make it look a little bit better. Anyway, my idea for this anyways, because there's quite a few buildings. I mean, inside some of the buildings we'll probably do shops. Like I think in the center, like where I was saying before, like this center building I'm doing now, I think we'll do like a shopping little area in there, food and drinks and that kind of stuff. And then in some of the other buildings around the outside, we could probably do thrill rides. And I definitely want a coaster sort of ripping through some of the buildings and over the streets and that, because I think that'd be just damn awesome. So we definitely got to try and figure out how to do that. So I think that'd be really awesome to give a go. Yeah, there goes the building, and I rebuild it in an easier way in just a moment's time. Because then I'm like, oh, hang on, I could just build them all like this. It'd be so much easier and so much quicker. And that's what I did. Yeah, anyway, so that is the sort of ideas for the rides, which I think some of you did suggest in terms of, like in terms of ideas, like having the roller coaster go through it. Also, I think someone suggested removing the asphalt pathway. At the moment, I'm doing the road as an asphalt pathway, but I changed that to the terrain paint so that I could put cars and that on the road, which I think turned out really nicely as well. Here I am just building this central structure there, getting the final wall in. There you go. First couple of buildings. I couldn't make the skyscrapers all that tall. Like I was trying to make them, I think you'll notice it a little bit later on when I was trying to make them quite tall. Like I physically couldn't get my mouse in the game high enough to actually place another level on the structures, which is kind of annoying, but oh well. I mean, like they turned out pretty well in terms of their size, and I was pretty happy with it. So obviously I'm just putting the roofs on these two buildings here. I'm surprised that these two initial buildings took the longest out of all of them. Well, as you can already tell, like we're like 4.5 minutes in. This video is only like 15 minutes long. So this is almost a third of the video just on these two buildings. I guess because at this point in time, I was still trying to figure out the best way to build. Like I hadn't figured out a nice quick way to do it. But then things certainly pick up just after this, I think. I'm not sure what I'm going into doing now. Okay, yeah. Going into doing a few quicker buildings. I thought, let's keep it simple. Let's just get a nice square building here. and just copy and paste it up. Here we go, saving the structure, loading it back in, and this is where I start copying it up. And then my mouse, you can see there, my mouse is getting to the point I just couldn't get another level on it. There we go, I got one more. I don't think I could get any after that though. Like, there's no way to get the mouse to go higher, which is weird, but I wanted to add some balconies on this one, but it didn't really work. So the next building I made, I designed it to sort of fit balconies quite well. As you'll see, I do a little indent there on that side and one on the other side. So that corner will turn into a large sort of balcony thing, which you'll see pop up in a moment when I copy and paste the building upwards. I'm saving it, and then I just load in the level again. Or not, I completely destroyed it. Oh yeah, because I moved the building over a little bit. Yeah, so and then I'm just copying and pasting this building in, a little bit shorter than the other one to give a little bit of depth, and obviously different wall pieces to make it look a little bit different as well. Going through and putting the roofing in. Yeah, so I thought, like, I put so much work into this city that I didn't want this footage to go to waste. Like, I wanted something productive to be produced today. So I thought I'd post this anyways. Yeah, so this is the balcony I'm talking about. I did the inner corner there because I thought it was kind of interesting rather than doing the outer corner. Gave it an interesting, intriguing look. Only a few balconies there. Just a few balconies. Anyways, yeah, adds a little bit more color and a little bit more detail to the buildings. Because, I mean, I didn't really know what I was doing in terms of... Because I've never really done any skyscrapers in Rollercoaster Tycoon 3 before. So this is all new to me, like, doing this. Here we go. Here's where I go back and completely destroy this structure to make it look better. I was originally just going to try and modify it, but in the end, I found it was so much easier just to destroy the entire structure and start over, because it was at that point where I'm like, nah, this is just too higgledy-piggledy. Let's just remove all the walls and build a new structure here and make it look good. So I'm using these walls here, making it a little bit bigger in places, and getting those walls in there, making it look good. Also, someone said the first aid was the wrong direction. It's not though, because the first aid actually it can have entrances on all four sides. Like it's the same as the toilets in the game, how they have entrance on all four sides. The first aid can have an entrance on all four sides, and that's why it is not the wrong way around. Anyway, so putting the walls in there, and this time I'll actually copy and paste the save properly because I didn't save the first level correctly. But there we go, and then I can bring it in and make it a nice taller skyscraper. And make it look quite nice. I think the city idea definitely turned out pretty well. And I'm happy with it. And you know what this means though? When I go back the second time, I will have learnt a few things and I'll know how to do it quicker. I'll also, the second time round's always going to be better than the first, because you're like, oh, hang on. Last time I did this, I didn't like that. I've got a better idea that I couldn't make work in the first one, and now I can try it out. But yeah, I definitely think the second time round on things generally turns out better. I've had this happen to me in the past in different games, Like, I'm sure you've all had a problem like this before where you've lost some work or you've made something and you lost it and you're like, oh, I've got to do it again. And then it turns out better. And then in the end, everybody's happier. And I'm only hoping that is how it turns out for me. I'm hoping the second time round turns out a little bit better. Also, I guess this is good because that means in this video, you can leave comments down below suggesting, actually it would have been better if you did this or that in terms of like the skyscrapers, Like, I don't know, maybe you have some tips, maybe some tricks. I don't know, some cool ideas. Let me know in the comments down below because, I can totally incorporate that next time around and we can get that rock and rolling. Just trying to fill in those little gaps there. There we go. City's really coming along now. Getting another structure here next to the, I guess, railway. It's not really a railway. It's a little, it is technically a little train thing, but it's not on a track. It's just on a road. But, for the purposes, we'll pretend it's a railway. Anyway, getting a little structure here along the little transportation line there. A couple of balconies in here, a little balcony in there as well, which I thought looked really cool. It sort of went all the way around, curved around there on the edge. Had a little overhang of the ride there, which I thought was a cool idea. I was like, hey, that's pretty fancy. Finally fixing up that pathway there. That has been like that for a while, that I just haven't gone around and fixed yet. So finally got around to that. I got to fix up that balcony as well. Getting a few pieces in here and there. Copying and pasting that. I think, I didn't save the balcony, which is annoying. So I go back and do that. And again, I think I was trying to make this one taller, but I just couldn't, like, I think here I was trying to get another level in, but you see, I like, no matter how far I zoom out, I just couldn't seem to get it to work. I could not get another level on it, which was interesting. I mean, I could build another level if I didn't do the copy and pasting thing, like it would just snap the next wall piece onto the next level. But I don't know how to just copy and paste it up higher. I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong there. Who knows? But anyways, getting all those copy and pasting those balcony, not copy and pasting, sort of copying. I'm copying, but I'm not pasting. Copying those balconies up through the levels. Oh, place that one wrong. There we go. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Yeah, no, I quite like that building there as well. Actually, I like the color and the details of it. And then I realized I hadn't put a roof on this building over here that I built. Yeah, but no, I think it turned out pretty well. I think those are all the buildings I built in this city for the moment. I was going to do another road there. See, that's something I want to change next time. I want to expand the road down that way a little bit. So I will probably change that up. And here's where I go and remove the road and change the terrain. Yeah, there's a few things I would like to change. I'll probably do the road layout first next time, because I wanted to put roads in certain places that I was like, oh wait, I've already kind of put a building there, so did not really think that one through. So I'd like to change that up next time. And I was using these sort of pathways here as crossings, because obviously if I have a terrain road in between, it's not a pathway, so the peeps need a way to get to the other side, the other pathway. So I was like, oh, this kind of looks like a sort of crossing. I mean, it's yellow and black, so it kind of works. Anyway, that was the idea. I don't know if that was the best way to do it, but that was the idea I had, and I decided to use it. So I decided to roll with it. I guess, I mean, I could use the asphalt pathway as well that I used to use for the road. That would probably work as well. But I don't know. I thought that kind of looked like a crossing, being like sort of yellow. I don't know. Maybe that's a bad idea. In hindsight, maybe the asphalt would have been better. I don't know. Couple more crossings in there. And this, I'm expanding the road down here. Yeah, so I was going to expand it down there, and then I was going to probably add a few more. Like, I'll probably make this whole area here, like the whole area bounded by the river and the transport ride. I'll probably make that whole area a city center, like that whole area there a city, and then do rides in and between the buildings. I think it would be a pretty cool way to sort of do it. So it'll be, I guess, largely an indoor sort of ride area. Obviously with a coaster sort of going up and down the streets, I think that will be epic. So epic, going in the building, like doing a loop in the building and then rushing across the street, like above the street, through the skyscrapers and towers and all that. I think it's going to be so cool. And yeah, I've never done that before, so it'll be really, really cool to see how that turns out. Just putting a chain link fence along there, so keep peeps from wandering onto the tracks. One thing that's kind of annoying with the buildings, if you might have seen just then when I was zoomed out, is that the walls and roofing flicker like nobody's business. I don't know why. I don't know why they flicker. If you guys know, if you have any ideas as to why they're flickering so crazily, let me know. Because it'd be nice to fix that, because it is quite annoying and it doesn't look good. So I've just extended the road down here to the transport ride station that I've put in, and this is where I go through and start adding the cars. I was just trying to find all the cars and that stuff. So there they are. I start putting some cars throughout the city, doing a few different colors here and there, and I guess this is kind of like the final sort of. This is the final bit I got up to, anyways. It wasn't going to be the final bit of work I did. I was going to do a little bit more, but didn't get around to it, unfortunately. Just adjusting the doorway there for the ride. Yeah, so I was going around putting lots of cars in there, adding traffic when I eventually get back to it again. Trying to find them. There they are. Yeah, so I had a whole bunch of cars in there, trying to make it look like city, like a traffic jam or something like that. To look, I don't know, more city-like, I guess. That was the idea, anyways. Whether it worked or not, I do not know. But yeah, again, leave feedback and comments on this sort of stuff. So like next time I do it, I can make it better. Yeah. So the next time I do it, I won't record it. I'll just do it, and then I'll start the episode like a regular episode and be like, "Yo, this is what I did. I fixed it, and this is what it looks like." That's probably how it'll work out, anyways. So here I am putting in these sort of final cars, coming to the end of this little construction video. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you're not too sad it's not there. I'll see you next time. Got a little bit cut off there.